The purpose of this video is to find the volume of a prism. We're going to actually use a formula to find exactly how much space is available inside these 3D figures. In class previously, we used some nets, and in this picture you can see everybody's cutting out their shapes and we are starting to put them together so they form a 3D figure. We taped the sides completely so that we had one opening at the top. Then we took some rice and we filled a pyramid, and once that pyramid was full, then we started dumping it into the prism. Our goal on this activity was to see how many pyramids it took to fill the prism. But today what we're going to do is just figure out exactly how much space is inside the prism without having to use rice. To find the actual volume of a prism, it doesn't matter if we have a rectangular prism or if it's a triangular prism, the formula is going to be the same. If you look on your notes, or right here on the slide, it says V equals BH. V equals BH. Do you notice something different about this letter B compared to the ones we've used before? I hope you said this is a capital B. When you have capital B, it means something different. It actually means the area of the entire base. The area of the entire base is actually the meaning of capital B. If you look down on a triangular prism, the formula is still the same. V equals capital BH. So I'm still, when I figure out the answer, I'm still going to use the area of the entire base for the capital B. Now when you look at the rectangular prism, the base is a rectangle. So all you have to do is multiply the length times the width for the area of the rectangular base. When you move down to a triangular prism, triangles have a different formula. We have to do the base of the triangle times its height, but then that really important thing is dividing by 2. We're going to take a look at 2 different examples, one rectangular prism and one triangular prism, and show how to work that out together. The first example we're going to look at is a rectangular prism. No matter what type of prism you have, we're always going to start out with this formula. V equals capital B H. In the previous slide, we just got through saying that this capital B was different from lowercase. The capital B meant area of the base. So that's what I need to start with. When you look over at this shape, if I zoom in on it, the base is this part right down here at the bottom that it's sitting on right now. So I'm going to shade that in. That's going to let me focus on what section I start with because it is the base. I'm going to take the dimensions of the base, which are the 7 and the 7. And to find the area of a square, you just do length times width or base times height. So I'm going to start out 7 times 7. That's 49. Now the remaining part of my equation says I need to take and multiply the area of the base times the height of the prism. So the height of the entire prism, I'm going to be looking at this section. How tall is the entire prism? And that is 10. So my last step, I'm going to do 49 times 10 to get the final answer. The volume of this entire prism would be 490, Now that we switched to volume, it has a different label on the end. I'm measuring, when I look over here, it says I'm measuring in feet. But the way I write my final answer, it's not going to be squared, it's going to be cubed. 490 cubic feet. The second example we're going to look at is a triangular prism. However, we're still going to start out the same way. The formula should say V equals capital BH. The first thing you see in the formula is the capital B, so I'm going to start with that. The area of this base I'm going to zoom in again. This time, because it's called triangular prism, that means the triangle is the base. So I need to start by highlighting this base so I can focus on it first when I start my problem. And I'm only going to work with the numbers that make the right angle in this triangle. So I got this shaded in pretty good right now. The right angle was here. I covered it up, so I'm going to trace back over it for you. The two numbers that go with the base on this picture are the 6 and the 8. So that's how I'm going to start. In a triangle, you're supposed to do the base times the height, and then you want to half it. Some people like to do divide by 2, so I'm just going to do that. 6 and 8 are the measurements for the triangle. So 6 times 8, and then divide by 2. 6 times 8 is 48. Half of 48 is 24. So the area of my base, this capital B, this part of the formula, is my 24. Now I'm going to do the last step. In your formula up here, we have not worked with this H. So that's what I'm going to do next. This H represents the height of the entire prism. So I'm going to say times height. I've already used the two numbers for the triangle. So right now, what I'm going to look at is how tall would this entire prism be if I were to stand it up so it was sitting on its base. So I'm going to be using this number 15 right here as the height of the entire prism. I'm going to start back with my 24. I'm going to times it with now 15 to get the entire volume of this triangular prism. I do not know what 24 times 15 is, so I'm going to move over here to the side and multiply that out. 24 times 15. Make sure before you start with that next digit, the 1, you put in your placeholder 0. Once you've multiplied, we're going to add those together. And my final answer is 360. So the volume of the triangular prism is 360. Remember, we're going to do a different type of label at the end. It's going to be inches with the exponent 3. And the way you read that is 360 cubic inches.